Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure for me to be here, to be at the launch of very interesting technology that could move further the world, the IoT world, but the world we are living in. As it was suggested, I'm in charge of commercial division of O2 IT Services, which is a daughter company of O2 that focuses on building complex IT solutions for our clients, which are mainly bigger organizations, enterprises, but as well government and municipalities. And my task or the goal of my presentation today is to provide a different view on the ecosystem we are living in, because what my predecessor said, both Shimon and Indra, was about the houses or about the smart homes that we are all living in. But there is a very interesting connection between the area the homes are based, which are cities, but also villages and also big agglomerations. And there is very interesting view on what the city is, because cities were there much longer before any technology was created, and they will be here for quite a long time. And when it comes to what the cities do, they provide space for living. They provide environment for all of you to live in. They kind of compete between each other by providing a great environment for you and your families to live in. So when Shimon said on the very beginning that on the end of his presentation that he is going to look for a new house, the question is he going to build or to buy the house in a city which provides some additional features and that enables better life, more easy and more quality life, or will he just go for a smart house in a ugly, polluted, and not very smart in terms of quality of living city? I believe that ultimately it would be a combination of the proposition which cities will be creating to attract their inhabitants, which will ultimately, let's say, improve the income of the cities by reallocation of the taxes, which will again improve the quality and the proposition which cities would offer to their customers. Traditionally, cities are providing, or villages, environments are providing or at least those that want to attract and those that want to fight for their customers, for the inhabitants. They were focusing at providing nice or better environment. They were building roads, they were building infrastructures, they were building schools so that they can attract people who would spend more quality life in that particular village over the village which is 3 kilometers away. The times are changing. The infrastructure is here. We are very advanced in this country when it comes to roads, when it comes to schools, when it comes to basic infrastructure. So the cities and the villages, when they want to compete on where the inhabitants would live in future, and this is not a competition for weeks. This takes years and decades, because when you are buying home or household, then you intend to live in that house for 10 years or for generation, for even for more generations. When I was building my house, I designed it in a way that my kids could ultimately live there with me. And it is a smart house, but I had to code quite a lot of XML to make it working. So I was impressed by the nice demo which was here. But ultimately, it's about competition of the cities and what the cities could provide in addition to what they currently have to attract the inhabitants and to enable a better life of them. First, we see it's an information. It's the information exchange between them and their inhabitants. It was already suggested that if the CO2 level, if the water quality, if the let's say traffic situation in the cities or the waste is not communicated between the city and the customer in a way that enables the customer very easy access to the information, then no technology, however smart it is gonna be used. Ultimately, it is about the users and the user experience that will be consuming the technologies in order to make use of it. So information. Next, environment. This is, I think, the most important thing when, which people take into account when thinking about where, which village, which city will I move in, where will I buy my new flat. This is about, let's say, nature, it's about energy, it's about water, it's about managing different aspects of the, let's say, environment we live in. And even though there are many interesting solutions that can manage the environment currently, technologically, again, the combination of and the evolution that happens in the area of communication that enables the smart solutions for the environment could upgrade the quality and level of managing the environment so that it provides better place for you to live in. Then we can speak about waste management. This is a very common topic when it comes to thinking or speaking about smart cities. We see quite a huge potential there because I don't know how many of you has the have the information or idea how waste or separation actually works out. But I was actually, because we are preparing and we are gonna launch a very interesting application to enable smarter waste management in less than 1 month from now. I'm looking around when I'm traveling, and when you look at the different containers for plastics or for paper, I have counted 3 of them overloaded with plastics and with paper on my way home or on my way to work when I was driving from home to work on Monday. And the ultimate situation is our Czechs are very good at segregating the waste, but if you take the plastics which you have, let's say, segregated in your home, and you get a few 100 meters to the container and it's full, it doesn't look nice, you don't know where to put it, and a lot of money, energy, and good effort is wasted by not allowing you to place the waste. So waste management is very important and not very, let's say, occupied area, which also affects the quality of living. We have the energy management. The energy management is one of the areas that can create huge benefits and huge savings in the cities. If you look at how the current lights are working on, sometimes they are on even if the sun shines. Sometimes they are off. Some cities or some villages are not able to manage them remotely. Some have very dumb timers which just turn on and turn off the lights, which are not even LED lights, so they are consuming huge electricity based on timers. And because the sun and the earth travels around the sun, it's day by day different when the lights should go up, when the lights should go down. And the same applies to houses. Again, my own example is I have the smart home, I have the sensor on the roof, and it's day by day different time when the lux level reaches different level. So when the house closes the curtains and turns on the light, so that it creates a nice environment for me to live in. Now, this is something where I would like to address back some aspects which Indra has mentioned before. And my own experience is that the best solution is, or the best or easiest to use the solution is the solution that you don't have to use, that you don't have to control. Even though mobile phone or your watch or your smartwatch is a great device to control the light or to control the curtains, ultimately you want them to move down or up based on the environment, based on the conditions that are happening, so that you don't need to control. You can, your wife or your grandmother or more or less mother-in-law, which is the most important probably party in your family when it comes to gadgets, they should be able to control the devices, but they should not have to if the smart solution is designed right. So the same thing applies for cities. There can be tens of, or there could be, let's say, clerks or city officials turning on and off the lights remotely, but they should not have to. It should be done automatically. Transport. It took me 45 minutes to get to work the other day, just because I didn't took the right road. And I'm a frequent user of a navigation that automatically updates the road conditions. But I didn't turn it on. I just took the usual route I'm taking when traveling to work. There was an accident, I didn't know about it, and it took me additional time. So transport, and when it comes to optimization of the traffic, when it comes to pollution, when it comes to managing these kind of things, when it comes to parking, so that I can park in front of the Tesco when I'm buying things, usually because I'm the city inhabitant. I don't have to pay for parking because I live there. On the other hand, I don't want people from different cities or from different villages to come in and park their car there for the whole day, because I wouldn't, or me and my neighbors would not be there would not be able to park and just pick up the shopping. So the transport is an area that is a perfect candidate for automation or for improving the quality for us to live in. Last but not least, and it was said again by Indra before, and the same situation that is in the area of smart homes. There are dozens or maybe hundreds of applications that are there on the market. It was said by Shimon. He has 3 different controls, one for each blinder, then for lights. Well, in my house there is like 750 addresses on the bus that talk to each other and that send the information from each other. And there will be thousands of them in the smart city. But the thing is, if each of them is different technology, not talking to each other, not being interoperable, nobody would be able to control them, manage them, and secure them from one point. It will just not work as efficiently as if there is an integration layer, as if there is one infrastructure that connects all of them to one nice and easy to use application to provide a great user experience for the customers. So these are the areas, or these are the key areas that we see as the candidates when it comes to making our cities smarter, making them better environment for us to live in, improving their competitive situation on the fight for inhabitants. And this is where we are aiming part of our tasks or part of our research and development to be able to make the city greener, nicer environment for the inhabitants to live in. What we bring to the game I've already mentioned we are going to launch the waste management application, so this is something that we will be discussing later on. But what we bring to the game and what we are currently lacking. Indra has already said we have the network, we have cloud, we have the communication infrastructure, we have customers, which are both citizens, also the cities, because most of the municipalities are using some kind of data connectivity, so these are even, or mobile connectivity, are also our customers. Currently, we have a lot of sensors in our traditional network. We are also improving the network. We are following the 5G. We are going to implement new technologies. But it was suggested before, there is no one technology that fits all of them. There would be different use cases for different technologies. And IQRF zones is great, or I see it as a great technology that could fit some areas that are not able to fit by the traditional technologies currently available, or even technologies that would be here in 1, 2, 3 years' time when we will be launching the new LTE 5G. What we currently need and what we don't have is the infrastructure for the zones that could be used to extend the proposition and to build the propositions that would make cities or houses smarter. So this is a call for you. Similarly as Sindra before, I would like to join the call. We are here. We are evaluating every interesting idea, every interesting technology in order to create solutions, in order to connect our applications, in order to connect the assets we have, to join forces, educate the market, and ultimately improve the life of the people, and as well, due course, also earn some money, because ultimately we need the money to pay our people and we need the money to pay our shareholders. So, some particular areas of things that we are currently evaluating and looking for. Industrial grade gateways. When it comes to smart cities, it's not about gadgets, it's not about things that you just can let somewhere on the lamp or in the waste basket or on the corner. They have to be industry grade. They have to survive because of the total cost of ownership. They have to survive because of the environment. And there is not many of them. There are many gadgets, but not many industrial grade. Therefore, the history of IQRF, which comes from the manufacturing, could be a very interesting, let's say, advantage when it comes to things that will survive and that will make the solutions permanent or let's say, easy to operate. So the call is, let's do it together. We can bring our assets to the game. We need you to bring some of the sensors, also applications, gateways, and of course IQRF zones. If we combine these together, I think we should be able to improve the life of you as the citizens of cities, make the cities smarter. How could we do that? Could be something like that. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your attention.